Hi there, Evan here, and today's review is on the 2007 movie Death Proof. So the plot of this movie is this Hollywood stuntman named Stuntman Mike, played by Kurt Russell, has a death-proof car, and it's supposedly, if you, whenever you get in an accident, you won't die. But this isn't really, this isn't really a spoiler, because this is kind of the actual thing, but it only works in the driver's seat. So if you're in the passenger or in the back and you get in an accident, you're gone. So a bunch of women find out about this, so they decide to fight back and try to kill Mike. This was a pretty good film. I quite enjoyed it. It had a really interesting concept. I like the idea of like a car that won't have you killed in an accident if you're the driver. Like, I like that idea. It kind of feels like a Stephen King story. It kind of has that vibe to it. I wouldn't really be surprised if that was kind of an inspiration for it. And the cast is good. Kurt Russell plays a really terrifying villain. Like, you could like, he always gets really angry, and you can see, how much of a crazy psycho he is, going on killing all these women, and it's nuts, and he's a ton of fun to watch, and it has a great cast. Like, Rosario Dawson is one of the women, and I like Rosario Dawson. She's a pretty cool actress. She's always good to see. She was also in Sin City, which Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez, just like uh, Grindhouse, they both did, and I liked her. She was a good choice for one of the leads. Rose McGowan. I know lately Rose McGowan, she had kind of been in some issues, to say the least. Like, she's kind of a nut job, but not really. But I like her. I liked her in Charmed and Scream and such. She's a good actress. The Huntress herself, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. This was when she was younger, though, but she's still great. I always like to see her, and this one's directed by Quentin Tarantino, like I said, and yeah, it does kind of have that feeling, like a bunch of over the top death, or the character's always cursing all the time, or Samuel Jackson's not in this, which sucks because that would have been awesome. But and he does actually have a small role in this movie because Quentin Tarantino is also an actor. Uh, but I do honestly prefer Planet Terror because, I mean, this movie is still good, but the thing about Planet Terror is that it was like really out there with all the visuals, all the zombies and stuff, and it was like a survival story. It was, as someone who loves zombie movies, like, that was cool to see. This one, I mean, I like the concept of death-proof car, and it kind of feels like I said, like a Stephen King story or a Twilight Zone episode even, but they did it well. But like, Planet Terror kind of had more action, and it was more like, whoa, that looks so cool. And this still kind of has that. It kind of has the feeling of like a 80s teen slasher movie, something. It kind of feels like something like Friday the 13th or Scream, or any of those other movies, and it's good. I think it's fun. It has an interesting concept, and Kurt Russell steals the show. Yeah, he's the villain, but like, he's kind of like the antagonist protagonist. Like, he's kind of the central character, and he's a ton of fun to watch. Like, he's so crazy. You gotta love the guy. And yeah, Death Proof, I think it's pretty good. It's, if you like really crazy horror films, like ones with really ridiculous concepts, I think you'll get a kick out of this one, because I sure had a very fun time with it. So that's my review of Death Proof. See you later.